Becoming a pilot isn't just about flying a plane. It's about mastering a whole new world. The sky might look calm and limitless, but up there, it's all about science, strategy, and safety. And that means you'll need to start with the basics. First, let's talk aerodynamics. Why do planes fly? It's all about the shape of the wings. When air flows over the wings, it creates lift, which keeps the plane up. To control this lift, you'll need to understand the four forces of flight: lift, weight, thrust, and drag. Think of them as your invisible partners in the sky. Every pilot must know how to work with them. But that's just the beginning. You'll also need to learn about aircraft systems. Imagine your plane as a flying machine with thousands of moving parts, like the engine, control surfaces, and cockpit instruments. You've got to know what each dial, switch, and gauge does. Ever wondered what all those buttons in a cockpit are for? They're not just for decoration. And here's a twist. You'll become a bit of a meteorologist too. Pilots need to understand the weather like pros. You'll learn to read weather charts, decode terms like cumulonimbus, and figure out how wind speed and direction affect your flight. Did you know that wind shear, a sudden change in wind speed and direction, is one of the most challenging weather phenomena for pilots to handle? Don't forget navigation. Pilots are like the sailors of the sky. You need to know where you're going and how to get there. This means understanding airspace, plotting courses, and knowing what all those lights on the runway mean. It's not just GPS. You'll learn old-school methods like using a compass, a map, and even the stars. Now, let's talk communication. Ever listen to pilots on the radio? It sounds like they're speaking in code. That's because they use standard aviation language to communicate clearly. Words like Roger, Wilco, and Mayday are part of a universal language every pilot must know. Understanding how to communicate with air traffic control is crucial for keeping the skies safe and organized. Then there are human factors. This is about understanding how your body and mind handle flying. Fatigue, stress, and even dehydration can affect your performance. Knowing how your body reacts to high altitudes or long flights is as important as knowing how the plane works. Did you know that at high altitudes, lower oxygen levels can make you feel drowsy? Pilots are trained to recognize signs of hypoxia and know what to do if it happens. Finally, there are safety procedures. You'll study everything from emergency landings to handling technical failures. Knowing how to keep calm in a crisis is a must. Whether it's a bird strike or an engine failure, you need to be ready for anything. Remember Captain Sully landing on the Hudson River? That's the level of calm and skill you're aiming for. So, there you have it. To become a pilot, the first step is understanding the basics. Ready for step 2?